Every week in Sabbath School we focus on mission, and we often focus on the 13th Sabbath offering projects, and these are exciting. But really they're just a fraction of the breadth of Adventist mission work that is taking place around the world. There are so many exciting things happening, and if it wasn't for your mission offerings each week, we wouldn't be able to see the wonderful things happening in education, hospitals, clinics, church planting, so much more. And so today we want to just share with you an exciting story about urban mission. You know, the challenge of the cities is just growing every day. The vast majority of people now live in cities, and we as Adventists have traditionally tended to focus more on the rural areas, in villages and on islands. But now as we focus on the cities, we need to look at increasing ways that we can touch people's lives for Jesus. So I know you'll enjoy this story of one pastor in Ohio in North America, and we'll see how he is touching lives following the method of Jesus of mingling, showing sympathy, ministering to needs, winning confidence, and bidding people to follow Jesus.
I was asked to come into the city of Cleveland and plant a church, and I was told that you need to live in the community that you're going to plant a church. Many pastors don't even live in the communities where their churches are. So I live less than a mile from this place. I live in the community. I shop and walk the streets and get engaged in this community. People know me. And what we do here won't work everywhere. I know that. You can't take and replicate this in New York City or in Atlanta, Georgia. Most of the people that I minister to here would not fit in a traditional rural, small town Adventist church. These people are low education, low income, been on social services all their lives, and you are not going to turn them into a middle class, educated Seventh-day Adventist. The people that I'm ministering to don't get it, and they won't get it just because I come in and give a health seminar or an evangelistic campaign. They need me to walk alongside of them. But I think that what we're doing here, at least in Cleveland and in the area that I'm familiar with, is reproducible. And it is effective. Now, as far as baptisms and all of that, this is a long-term ministry. Have we gotten baptisms? Absolutely. I've gotten, over the last 4 years of doing this, about a dozen baptisms that where people have come to me and said, I want to be a part of this. And so we take them through, and Eric is a great example of a person who came in off the streets, a person who was an alcoholic and destitute, who was homeless, and he was impacted by our compassion, not by our theological acumen. And today he is just an amazing example of what can happen if you spend some time and you care about these people.
Yeah, and I remember when I asked Kevin to baptize me. It was, I don't know, it's just when first time I shook Kevin's hand, it was, there was just something there. There was just something about this place that kept wanting me to come back. And I'm glad I did. Like I said, it's, I don't take any credit for my sobriety. It was all God. Wasn't for me letting God in and doing for me what I can't do for myself, I wouldn't be sober today.
I was in church one day during the week working on some things, and I noticed, it was in the winter, there were some people out front at the bus stop. And I asked them if they wanted to come in for a hot drink and a pastry, because I had some leftover pastries. And that's how the breakfast ministry started about 2.5 years ago, was just simply inviting some cold people at the bus stop to come in for a hot drink. From that, we ended up with our breakfast ministry, which is now 4 days a week. We want to make it 5. We get from 10 to, today we had 35 people show up. Coming in, we serve them a hot breakfast. We try to serve them a healthy breakfast. Saturdays, we still serve a community meal. On average, we have about 1,000 community members who walk through the door of our church every month. Do people have a dependency on us because of our services? Yes, to some extent. But they know us by name. When people come in today for the food pantry, and I'm walking around, people are calling me reverend or father or pastor or whatever. They know who I am and they know what we are. They know the name Seventh-day Adventist. They are not turned off by it. They're not offended by it. They frequently take our literature. We give away cases of literature a month because at our foyer we have this literature rack of all kinds of Seventh-day Adventist literature. We give away all kinds of Signs of the Times magazines. People know us. They connect the logo and the name, and they're reading our materials. And people are taking it because they want it, not because we send it to their door and they throw it away. They're coming in and reading our material, and the reason they're doing that is because they've got a relationship. They put a face and flesh and bones to a name Seventh-day Adventist. And yeah, we have a great reputation.
Keep moving downstairs. I have a flyer up here in case any of you are interested. We're starting Bible studies on Wednesday mornings after breakfast. It's open to everybody. So we'd like to invite you to grab a flyer.
You are not going to break into those communities, do a big event, and then just drive out. And if you've got a lot of people driving in, coming to that church, you will never make the connections in the community that we have done by being here, this ministry of presence. And that's the mentality or the message of ministry of healing. Jesus' method alone is that you have to walk alongside these people, and some of them for quite a while, to build trust, confidence, so that they can listen to what you have to share.